what's up? Come on in. My name is Eamon. I'm the cello player in Trampled by Turtles. We're on a tour for our new record, Life is Good on the Open Road. And I'm going to show you our bus here today. So this bus is actually the Invaders brothers bus. It's not even ours. We got this awesome guy, Gary, who like hangs out here in this super cushy chair that moves as you move, which is awesome. And then up here, this is kind of like a jump seat area, so at night we pull this thing and open this windows and people can smoke. Because overnight you don't want to stop for people to have cigarettes. It changes every night as to who's up here smoking. There's everyone kind of, depending on how drunk they are, everyone does smoke. But usually it's kind of like you've had a couple drinks and you just kind of want to talk to the bus driver about something, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, we don't spend a bunch of time here. Mostly it's like, especially if the driver's on, then like, I don't know, then you're not really hanging up out there. This is kind of this is the front lounge here. So after shows and shit, we usually hang here in the morning. Basically, it's the first part of the day is hanging out here. We got waters and stuff, and by stuff I mean water. So over here we got like a couple of screens. We got some TVs, and there's a PS4 which just kind of came with the bus. Actually, the banjo player in the band bought some games for it. We've been playing like NHL, whatever the new one is, and then some golf, which I don't know anything about these games. I do try to play them and fail miserably. And then this is kind of our speaker. We got we did some stuff with Klipsch like a couple years ago, and that thing gets super fucking loud, which is nice to just have a little portable speaker. So these are kind of up for grab cabinets, these first areas, but a lot of times like stuff like soap and like random, like, I don't know, people will throw anything in there, like kitchen bags. I don't know. I have no idea what's in here actually. Okay, Pellegrinos, Band-Aids. I guess first aid is good. And that's like more personal stuff. I think that's some of our crews like bags with, I think there's a camera and stuff. So, you know, if you're looking to steal something, those ones first, you know, and then go back to the more private area. Yeah, so douche soap, always good. Anyways, and we got dice and a frisbee. Yeah, so we came up with a dice game where you just roll until you have them all the same, and then that's your number. So there's 1. This is gonna take forever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is pretty typical of me. 14, 15. All right. So 15 would be my number, and then Mike would go over there. He would roll it in like 4, and then I'd be fucked. You get 3 strikes. I don't know, and then you lose. If you get street, so it's like everybody wins except for one loser, which is good. A good game to play. It builds community. Everyone gets to hate on one person. What's up with the frisbee? It just keeps it more contained when the bus is moving, and also frisbees are fun. The table's not really as important as you might think. Thus, like the frisbee situation, you can pass it around. You don't need it for the table, and all the food we eat is like hand food on the bus, so actually that kind of ties right over here. We got this pretty awesome little like sandwich maker, and that's been like a fucking game changer. And because before there is like a microwave, because it's the Invaders brothers bus, they have a microwave, but cooking this way is better. Then we got hot water heater and one of these Keurig things, which are Satan, but they are Satan, that's what I said. Yeah, no, they're bad, but they're great and they're necessary every day. We got trophy and coffee. This is the coffee spot. This is the dry snack spot. Bananas. You know. And then booze. So this is where I open bottles of booze today. Cups, chips. Our new bottles of booze are over here. And then sparkling water that's not cold is here. Sometimes there's extra booze in there too. We were a pretty strictly Jameson drinking band, and then Tito's came along, and we started drinking vodka because everyone was feeling too heavy, and the mornings were rough. But this is about the ratio of whiskey to vodka that we drink. Also, we've been drinking tequila, or I've been drinking tequila, and it's been a nice change. Just clear alcohols are nicer to drink every night, I think. I mean, whiskey is forever the best, but and then we get a shit ton of emergency. Everyone just pretends to be healthy in the morning, so we drink water and vitamins, and I think we got a bunch of Gatorade and shit. So Mike, who may or may not make it into this video, is our tour manager, and he gets asked the same questions about 50 times a day by everyone who's involved in this organization, which there's 12 people, there's 12 of us in the band, there's 6 in the band, 6 in the crew. So 12 of us being fuckheads on the bus, and then the driver, so 13 people. And this is just kind of like your basic information of the day, letting us know, you know, what our schedules are going to be. For example, I'm on the Magical Bus Tour right now, which is nice. And then Ryan has ear stuff, which I'm actually going to do after. We're going to fill our ears full of silicone and get fitted for some nicer monitors. But yeah, it's actually like incredibly convenient. It tells you when we have to be back to the bus, which today doesn't really matter because we're in Chicago today and tomorrow, which is nice. And then like when the set time is, when the set change is, when we're gonna like meet beforehand to run through some songs, and basically like when you have to stop fucking off and just start being a musician, which is surprisingly late in the day. It's more about like when you switch from drinking coffee to whiskey or tequila. Also, so the trophy, we've changed it up this year. It's now the Roadie Roulette winner. In the past, that was last night's winner, which is given to whoever got the most intoxicated or did the stupidest thing. But now we have this thing called Roadie Roulette, where you pick a number out of a hat, and there's so many bolts on the wheels in the front and the back, and it's a $5 bet in the front and a $20 bet in the back, and if you win the back one, you win the trophy. But basically, it's whatever the number you pull out of the hat is the same as the bolts on the wheels, and if your number happens to be at 12 o'clock, then you win the pool money, and you get a picture with the trophy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, trash is down here. It just kind of just goes away. Recycling is under here. A lot of water. We drink a lot of like 16-ounce water bottles. It's probably a bad idea, but that's the way it goes. Alright, so here's the fridge. This is a lot of like the leftover stuff from our rider, which we have a really fucking awesome rider. But so on this side there's kombucha, creamer and shit for your coffee. This side, one of our guys in particular will only drink San Pellegrino, which is fine. He doesn't drink alcohol, so he gets to do what he wants to do. Then these are more of our like sharing beers for when people come on our bus that we don't know. So if you want a beer, you can have one. And that goes for any of you out there. I don't know. Then there's like hummus, grapefruit juice for the tequila that I drink. A lot of cheese and meat. Usually this like goes a lot faster. Like usually we're pretty stocked up right now. We got fed pretty well yesterday. lemons and limes, one sad tray of vegetables, and bubbly water. We don't usually keep anything in the freezer except for like ice, but there was some Klondike bars at one point. I think those were Gary's, the driver. And then the most sacred of places on the bus is the bathroom, which is a hot commodity. There is the most important rule on the bus is no shitting on the bus. It's pretty. I mean, I think every band has this rule. It's a, like basic bus rule in general is that you don't shit in the toilet and you sleep with your feet towards the front. That way, if you get in a crash, you don't break your neck, just your legs. You can still play music with broken legs. Here's a creepy mirror. I guess it's not creepy, it's just up here. Let's go back to the sleeping area, I guess. So like I said, there's 12 of us that sleep on this bus. So it usually stinks in here. It's all guys on our crew and 12 guys who drink all night and then go to bed. Make really pungent smells as they sleep. So let's see. We got sound guy, lighting guy, tour manager, guitar tech, banjo player, monitor guy, lead singer, merch guy, and mandolin player, bass player, fiddle player, and this one's mine. I'm the cello player. It doesn't usually look this clean, but I had time today, so I did it. There are benefits to being on the top bunk. While you sleep, you don't think about something failing with the beds and having two men crash on top of you. It's slightly less coffin-like, but it's still pretty coffin-like. There's not a whole lot of room. So you have about enough room to like do a sad sit-up, and then you have a little bit of like extra storage, small bottle of tequila, and you get a little light, and then this thing actually works pretty well. It's surprising like how well you feel like you're in your own space, which when you're on a bus with so many people, it's nice to like have your own getaway space, and like during the day all the backpacks and crap just get put in there. That way you're kind of out of each other's area, I guess. Some people bring their own sheets. I think Banjo's are his own, as you can see by the lovely green. Which it's just a comfort thing. Looks like Ryan's got like a cool tie-dye thing there. He didn't shut his all the way, so I blame him for that. Here's the back lounge. So we've got, this is more of the main hang for us. I feel like the front lounge is like anybody comes on, so we can't really control like who you see. So the back lounge ends up actually being where we hang more. 64 is kind of our go-to thing, and Brian, the fiddle player, just got this like all the games in one thing, which is this crazy like SD card, so we play a lot of James Bond and Mario Kart. Those are kind of the go-to games. There's certain illegal paraphernalia in this drawer, and then we got our like kind of secret stash of beers back here. Most of the IPAs end up in this one, which the guys are into. I don't know why there's even an empty one right now. We have so much shit here. That's how those get filled. Yeah, I don't know. Under here is just kind of more like miscellaneous storage, so like your backpack or your jacket or whatever changes, and then this is kind of our, this is our, like, a lot of weed gets smoked back here. The window's open, so it's easier to kind of vent out, and we vent out the sleeping area through the back, which is important. I think this is just other, it's empty right now. Usually it's like jackets and stuff that get thrown in there, but I have a feeling people think it might rain today. And then we have more storage back here, which people keep shirts and shit. There's a synthesizer. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. It's just storage. We have like basically all the clothes and stuff in the bags and things that you don't need all day are like underneath the bus, which we can show you if you want on the sides, but it's not that big of a deal. Basically, it's just like a big open spot that you throw your main bag in. But especially like having your day clothes and the clothes that you want to have like on shows, you like end up bringing a lot of crap onto the bus that you wouldn't necessarily need. So we need a lot of storage. Plus 12 dudes. We're not like the smallest dudes either. We are from Minnesota, so go Twins. I think that's about it. This is our new record. It's Life is Good on the Open Road. We live pretty well on the open road, and it's available everywhere. Come to our shows. Thanks again, Bus Invaders, for coming out and checking us out. And you gotta go. I gotta go play some video games. See you later.